All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Ujjwal, and I want to talk to you about my journey in building Spatial Thoughts. Spatial Thoughts is a learning platform to enable people to learn modern geospatial technologies. As a company, we do very unconventional things, namely, we publish all our materials openly and under open license. And despite that, we've been able to make it sustainable, and not only that, we also contribute back to the open source projects financially, those who support us. So I want to tell you how I got there and some of the lessons I learned along the way. The journey started in 2005. I was a young grad student in the US, just finished my master's, got a break, got hired by Google when they acquired Keyhole, and I started working with open source. Just loved working with open source and found it liberating not to depend on others for my software. As I started building my team, we needed a GIS. I discovered QGIS, and as with many open source project in early stages, it worked great, but there was little documentation and no examples of how to use it. So I built some materials for my team, ended up publishing on the web, and I was surprised at the response it generated. People started reaching out saying, this is great, can we use it to teach our university courses, can I translate it? And that kind of showed that there was a big gap of good learning materials. As I started continuing working, I worked on many different teams, cloud and Google Maps. I started working with Earth Engine. They asked me, could you go and teach courses? And I'd never taught before, but I said, let me give it a try. I started teaching, building materials, really enjoyed it. I developed a unique way of teaching, and people said it's great that you can communicate complex ideas easily. And I really loved it, and I wanted to continue doing this. In 2020, at this point, I'm working 15 years at Google. I'm having my midlife crisis, thinking, what will I do next? How can I continue doing something I like, but also have high impact? And I kind of drew inspiration from this Ikigai method, which says, if you want to find your purpose in life, find something that you're good at, something that you love, something that the world needs, and if you can figure out how to make money from it, you can do something that will find your life purpose, and that's your Ikigai. And kind of thinking through this, I said, what does it mean for me? I like writing content, I'm good at teaching, there's definitely need and demand for something that people can build skills on. How can I make money out of this? What can I do? And that turned out to be a simple idea. This was COVID time, and I said, people are more open to learning online. I'll start an online academy, teach people how to use all the stuff that I've learned over the years at Google and also all the new open source stuff. But also want to kind of make sure that it's accessible, so decided to make everything open. That was like a core principle. I also don't like ads, even though I made all my money working for an ad company. So I said I'll not put any ads. And also I was inspired by Sal Khan of Khan Academy, just wanted to enable others so that they could teach in places, in languages I could never teach. So I decided to make it everything open access. They can build on it free of cost if they wanted to take the materials. And the model has worked very well. We do this online cohort-based classes where people sign up and come and learn together. This environment really makes it fun for people to kind of learn with a group of peers from across the world, different disciplines. You're also held accountable because you come there are instructors who are guiding you, and you need to finish the course. We have incredible completion rates. Almost everybody who signs up completes the course, and they also sign up for the next course after that. We've been able to make it sustainable. Every cohort that I've hosted in the last 5 years has been sold out, and the demand continues to be high. Some of the lessons I learned along the way, one, the content, open content is not only good for the community, but it's also good for business. It drives a lot of traffic, and you can see here, there's a very big funnel. Almost 1 million people end up on our content every year. Again, the text content really helps. One of the things I learned in a kind of interesting way is just naturally I would put all the errors that the software would get, and the search engines index them really well. For a month, I looked at my stats, and the number one referrer to my sites was the QGIS error, spatial index doesn't exist. And I had content like, if you get this error, run this tool, it'll fix it. And then I had a video on explaining spatial index. And then people watch that video and say, I like this style, let me explore more, and then they sign up for a course. Another thing is, if you ever developed a course for a software, it's incredibly hard to maintain it. Things change, interface change, Python packages get out of date, APIs change, and maintaining the material is very hard. You can kind of do it well only if you do it full time. And the reason is we are so passionate about our materials and we are doing it full time, so we are able to keep our materials very up to date, and that is what people like about it. And also the fact that we are only teaching, I'm not trying to sell you anything, I'm not promoting a company, that brings trust to people and they come back to our courses. Thank you.